Hi friends, I'm going to be going over all things that you need to prepare for in your pregnancy that I did to have an unmedicated water birth. If you are desiring to have a natural birth experience, I'm going to be sharing with you some of the things that I did to prepare throughout my entire pregnancy. If you are desiring to have an unmedicated natural birth, you have to prepare yourself mentally, okay? And so my biggest recommendation for you is find a Bradley Method birthing instructor in your area. We're gonna learn through the Bradley Method birthing classes is amazing, and it is gonna help you prepare to have that desirable birth with no drugs. My husband and I took it. We paid $400. We got a workbook. It's a 12-week course, and so it typically starts around your second trimester. It goes up until the moment pretty much that you give birth, and then even covers some breastfeeding classes. As I got later into my pregnancy, I started looking into hypnobirthing, specifically Christian hypnobirthing, which there is an app for that you can download, and you can start in your third trimester falling asleep to the hypnobirthing to help ground you and help center you and help you with meditation, because honestly, having an unmedicated birth is all up here. And know that the pain that you're going to experience is getting you closer to your baby, and that your body's doing what it's supposed to be doing, and you embrace it and you just trust the process and you don't try to fight it, but rather every wave of contraction that comes, you just know that it's not hurting your baby, it's helping your baby get closer to meeting you. All those things you're going to learn in the Bradley Method, and you're going to learn through hypnobirthing. And so I just want to encourage you to take those classes. Go see a chiropractor. Go see a chiropractor at least every other week. I did. Starting in my second trimester, I wish I would have started in my first, because again, my baby flipped breech in the farther part of my pregnancy. And if my pelvis and I had those alignment issues addressed earlier, that may not have happened. Who knows why she flipped breech? It's a mystery to all of us. But the chiropractor, you want to find a Webster certified chiropractor. That's a chiropractor who's experienced in treating pregnant women. Here are some things that you need to start in the second trimester to prepare yourself ahead of time. Monthly prenatal massages. You deserve to have a monthly prenatal massage when you're pregnant. Your body is going through a lot and you're exhausted and you're having all these aches and pains. And you guys, the way that you're gonna feel relaxed during a prenatal massage by someone experienced in treating pregnant women is going to it's gonna change the game for you, and it's gonna feel awesome, and you deserve to feel awesome. Start drinking 1 cup of red raspberry leaf tea in your second trimester. I started at like 14 weeks. I was ready. I wanted to do everything to prepare my body to have an unmedicated birth, and red raspberry leaf tea is proven to help strengthen your uterine walls and decrease time in labor by softening your cervix when it is time to go into labor. I highly recommend it, because what I'm about to share with you, combined with the red raspberry leaf tea, is how I was able to dilate to 10 centimeters at home while I was sleeping. So what I'm telling you worked for me. It may not work for you depending on your pregnancy. I was a low risk pregnancy. Everybody's body is different, but this worked for me, you guys. Here are my top tips for you of what you need to do in the third trimester. I started doing perineal massages, which is where you're massaging your perineal. Google it. I'm not going into more details there, but you are going to be stretching, obviously, that area when you have a baby. So if you can prepare that area to be stretched before you birth your baby vaginally, then it's going to be easier for you, and you may not tear, which is wonderful. Nobody wants to tear, right? I did tear in the water. It was a very minor tear. It was like 1st degree or less. Recovery was pretty easy for me to, overcome the stitches. Third thing, start taking evening primrose oil orally at 36 weeks and beyond. Okay, I'm just saying things that my midwives approved for me. So I started taking 1 capsule of evening primrose oil orally, not vaginally, at 36 weeks. Fourth thing, eat 6 dates every day. Dates, in my opinion, are disgusting. Okay, you guys, I had to figure out how to like these things because it was so freaking hard. I put peanut butter on them with sea salt. I put them in my smoothies. I tried to just eat them. Y'all, dates are proven to soften your cervix. And if you start with 6 every day, once you get into your third trimester, again, you're just upping your chances of having a shorter labor. Once you get to your third trimester, switch from red raspberry leaf tea every night to labor prep tea, which is from the brand Pink Stork, okay? I drank this tea every night. I never missed a night because that's how dedicated I was. It has red raspberry in it, but all these other amazing natural herbs that are going to soften your cervix, get your body ready for labor. Those things are going to prepare you to have a faster labor. So to put it in perspective for you, I went into labor at 7 p.m. on a Friday night after curb walking. I was 2 days past my due date. I had done all of these things that I was just telling you about my second trimester and my third trimester. And when I went into labor, I had very mild period cramps. Like, period cramps in real life when I'm not pregnant were worse than what I was experiencing. So they were like contractions 10 minutes apart, no big deal. I ate, I took a shower, I fell asleep, and I was sleeping through the contractions. I woke up at 2 a.m. to what felt like a head butting my pelvis, ran to the bathroom, lost my bloody show, lost my mucus plug, and I was like, okay, this is real labor. Contractions started coming every 3 minutes apart, and I was like, okay, this is getting really intense. And then I labored at home for an hour because I didn't want to go in too early to the birth center. Called my midwife. She's like, all right, you should come in. It sounds like you need to. We got there, and I hopped up on the bed, and my midwife checked me for dilation, and I was a 10. I was 10 centimeters, and she goes, on your next contraction, you can push. So I truly believe all of these things that I did prepared me to dilate to 10 centimeters at home. Also exercised regularly throughout my whole pregnancy. So if you do all these things, I'm saying this could potentially happen for you too. From the start of my labor at 7 p.m. to when it intensified at 2 a.m., I had my baby at 5:17 a.m. in the morning. I could have had her sooner, but it took them an hour to fill up my tub to birth her in because they weren't expecting me to be at a 10 when I got there. And so I was holding back from truly pushing because I wanted to be in the water so badly. I did not want to push her out on the bed. So all of that to say, do these things that I'm telling you because they worked for me. The final tips that I have for you about what you want to do is, as you get into that final week closer to your due date, your midwife or your doctor may allow you to start pumping to allow you to kind of go into labor a little bit sooner, because pumping can help things speed up. I was pumping every day once I hit my due date because I was 2 days late. I was able to pump colostrum while I was pregnant. So colostrum is like liquid gold for your baby. And so I ordered these syringes, these 1 milliliter syringes off of Amazon, and I pumped colostrum a couple times a day with my LV pumps. I got the double cordless LV pumps that you can just put in your bra. So get a good pump. And then I would, after I pump, I would get the syringe and I would suck the colostrum out and I would put it in a baggie in the freezer, labeled colostrum with the dates of it. So now that I have a newborn, she did have her first little cold hit around 5 weeks, and so I gave her colostrum. I was giving her, obviously I'm breastfeeding her, giving her some of the Zarbee's infant rub and stuff like that, and she is all good and no longer congested anymore. So also get baby detergent and wash everything. You gotta wash all your baby's clothes before you put them on your baby. So get something that's all natural, that's good for them. I'll show you the brand that I got for baby detergent that we washed everything in, everything, y'all. Get nursing bras. Really good ones. I got mine from Target. These are the brands that I got that I love, that I wear every day. Also, Savvy has some amazing bras that have just one strap you can slide down. I'm actually wearing one right now. It's the Olivia. I'll show it to you. So this Olivia bra, I birthed Lily in the tub. I'll show you a picture right here. This was my birthing bra. That's how comfortable it is and how much I love it. And so this is like my favorite nursing bra because you just pull the strap down and boom, pop out your boob and you can feed your baby. Savvy has so many amazing one strap bras you can just flip down. So I have a ton of those for nursing, but also the Target ones are great as well. Connect with me over on Instagram at Sammy_Lisenby if you have questions that you want to ask anything about my pregnancy or about my birth story. And now stay tuned for the next video. We're going to talk about what I packed for my birth center bag and what I used, because again, my labor was only 2.5 hours, so I didn't use like 99% of the stuff that I packed.